So even though our soul is full of light, full of love, enlightened, we don't experience it. Just like these are big lamps there. They throw a lot of light. If we put 4 thick blankets on them, no light will come forth. So God has given us this human opportunity of being in the human body, where God has provided all the faculties for every human, irrespective where they're born, what faith they believe in. Being in the human body, we have all the faculties that are required to know ourselves. So we can learn the techniques of peeling these bodies off and getting to our soul. And once we get to experience our soul, which is self-realization, then it's not difficult to have experience of God, which is God realization. So the first step is to know ourselves, is to realize ourselves, that we are soul, we're a part of God, we're full of the love and light of God. And that happens as we meditate, as we focus our attention within, as we take it off from the world outside and go on the spiritual journey. We start to realize who we are. Right now we think we're a human being. We've been given a name, and based on whatever professions we get into, we think we are that. I mean, if you learn engineering, you think you're an engineer. If you learn medicine, you think you're a doctor. If you learn accounting, you think you're an accountant. If you learn nursing, you think you're a nurse. And so based on whatever areas we have developed our expertise in through the education process, we start to think of ourselves as that, not realizing that this existence is limited. This existence is only for 50, 60, 80, 100 years, and lifespan is getting longer and longer as medical technology is improving. Okay. Long time ago, the lifespan was around 50, and now it's gotten to be around 70 or 80, and I mean it's getting longer and longer and longer with more medical developments coming up. But it still is limited. There has been no person who's physically not died who came into this world. We have this opportunity to know ourselves, to know God. Those who make use of the opportunity will reach their goals. And so to get God, we need to let go. And we need to let go of all that bothers us. Because if we don't let go of all that bothers us, it's going to keep on coming back, and the wound is going to never be able to be healed. And as we learn those techniques of forgetting and forgiving, then compassion in our being will come out loud and clear. And the law of compassion is what we would be working on. And when we do that, then there's peace, there's harmony, there's love in our lives, and that is needed for us to be able to truly focus on ourselves. If there's turmoil in our life, because if there's turmoil at all times, whenever we think about something, whenever we have a problem, there's a little turmoil, there's no way that we can get away from it. Our attention just goes into that, and you just can't get out. It goes on and on and on. It's like a old video being into the replay mode. It finishes, starts again, and starts again, starts again. So you have to stop it. You have to let go of it. And then only are we in a situation where we can take off. It's like a prerequisite to know God. And as we get to that state where we have calmed ourselves, we are peaceful, we are in harmony with the divine, then it becomes much more easy for us to be able to soar into the regions beyond. And as we go on the spiritual journey, the unfolding of a real self happens. And as that happens, there's happiness, there's joy, because we are experiencing the reality of our existence. And as we experience the reality of our existence, then we are getting closer and closer to who we actually are. And as we experience ourselves at that level of the soul, there's happiness, there's joy, because the journey within is a journey of love, it's a journey of light. And this is why in each one of our traditions we will find that it is said that those who love are the ones who find God. That to find God we need to be loving. Why? Because love takes two and makes them to be one. Love unites. Love unites our soul with God. We think we're different than God. It's because of our ego. We feel we're different from everyone else, but it's the love of God which makes us experience that we're not different from God, we're one and the same, we're a part of that whole. That we're a drop of the same ocean of consciousness, and just like we're a drop, there are other drops also. And so there is no one other anymore. The realization that we're one with God makes us realize we're also one with everyone else. And when that realization really happens, then there's only love that flows from us to everyone else.